NASA sent the space shuttle Endeavour on a cross-country trip to California, and they flew it over the entire country, and it gave us a beautiful and awesome and mighty demonstration of mankind's power of discovery. There is nothing like watching the space shuttle launch. Nothing. It is truly a wonder of the world. You stand there in awe of what man can do. And it was swooping low over the Golden Gate Bridge. Last week, after I was traveling, my son and I were on an airplane, and we landed, and we looked out the window, and there sat a 747. And my 8-year-old son, Rafe, he said, "Dad, look, that's just like the plane the space shuttle rides on." He was so excited. I tried to be excited with him because he wouldn't have related how that ripped me apart in many ways, because it wasn't just a final flight of that space shuttle. It was a goodbye to an American age, an age of American manned space flight, American owned, American run. Now, what do? Hitch a ride with the Russians or the Chinese if they allow us on? We are the pioneers. We are now putting our dreams into mothballs? No, no, we will not give leadership up to others. We're told that we can't afford it anymore. And I have news for you, it's not true. We can't afford to explore. We can dare to dream. We can't afford not to. We just have to restore our faith in ourselves, and we have to then make the right choices. And here's the key: encourage the free market to step up and step in. For heaven's sakes, if the energy drink people can do it, certainly we can still lead in space. And the dreamers and the engineers and the scientists and the entrepreneurs that take those risks, that's great. Some are going to fail. Some will not. Some will lose absolutely everything, and others will get rich beyond their wildest dreams. But celebrate. That's America. That's the way it's supposed to be. And we let the failures be the seeds of the next success. Failure is a right that we must stand and defend and fight for just as much as the right to succeed. Life is about failure and picking yourself up and pushing through it. Right now, America is choosing to lower its sights and to stay on earth and to not explore, and they're teaching us not to dream, and you can't build that and you can't do that. But that's not who we are. And this is our challenge. This is our new American mission: to restore our willingness to believe in ourselves again, to dream, and to take the great risks and begin a new chapter of American exceptionalism. It's just over the horizon, a new century of American exploration and discovery. We're not going to get it from a politician or one political party. It's not going to happen. It won't happen from just one dreamer. It will happen when we get it from deep inside of ourselves, based in something bigger than each of us, based on the facts and the truth, the things that built this great nation. America is facing colossal problems. You've got a long, hard journey in front of you. We all do. But I don't care what that movie said in the old, with Jack Nicholson. You can't handle the truth. That's a lie. Of course it is. It comes from Hollywood. You can handle the truth. We are all adults here. We can handle the truth. We can make the difficult choices together. America, we know, is in trouble. Deep, deep trouble financially. And it didn't start with this president. People have gone astray spiritually, and it didn't start with this president. We have a weak dollar. We have put our troops in far too many dangerous places on missions that I don't even know half of them. They don't even make sense to me anymore. And despite our military power, we're not feared anymore. We're not respected anymore. We're not honored. Our size is making us a target, and the Islamists around the world that took power in the so-called glorious revolution of the Arab Spring are taking aim at us and burning our embassies down and shooting our people and hitting the target bullseye every time. That's how bad it is. But you know what? I'm not afraid. And I don't think you are either. Because we went through 9/11. We saw the truth of who we really are. We are Americans, and Americans don't run from burning buildings. We run into them. We don't hide. We don't hide. We don't run. We don't cower. We link arms. We do our best, whether it's on the ground in Pakistan or in the polling booths surrounded by labor unions and Black Panthers, or in the aisle of an airplane. We join arms and we do the right thing. Even at our own peril, we stand united together. Let me tell you something. A weak economy, a weak dollar, vicious enemies around the world that want to kill us. These are not problems to Americans. This, quite honestly, sounds like a to-do list that we check off right before lunch, so we can have a nice lunch and then work on curing cancer that afternoon, which we will soon. That's our challenge, to bring that back. The spirit of doing things, taking on the big challenges, not the easy ones. And you know what? If your friends are not ready to do it, that's fine. If they're not willing to recognize the threats around us, that's fine. If they're not ready to toil and sweat and bleed, that's fine. Get out of the way. Eventually, you'll catch up. It's time we declare a second war for independence. But this one not fought with guns, this one fought with dreams and might and our own hands. America, mark my words, mark my words. Tough times are coming, but an old golden age is just over the horizon as well, because Americans are about to get on the horse again and ride west, where you never know what's just over the horizon. You don't know what waits that person who is brave enough to dare to dream and dare to do. Let us behave like men who are determined to be free. We can do it. We can be better than we are. We can be a better country, a better place, the kind of place that the world looks to and says, America, it is so good to have you back again. And the world is waiting. They are waiting. They're waiting in Europe. They're waiting for you in China. They're waiting for you in Israel. They're waiting for you in the streets of Iran. People want America. They need America to return to her glory. They need us to be strong again, to fight